style today. Well, tonight I'm going to make a smothered, I'm just going to call it smothered chicken. It's going to be like uh, a light gravy on for rice. And I'm not sure what all I'm going to put in it, but I thought I'd bring you along and we'll try this recipe together. Okay, I put some oil in this pot and I'm heating it up. I'm going to lightly coat I have bone-in skin on chicken breast that I cut in half, and I seasoned them with Tony Sastries and extra garlic powder. And I'm just going to lightly dip them in the flour because I want it to create a little bit of a thick gravy. We're not going to cook these all the way through. We're just going to brown the outside and then take them out of the oil. And you don't want it too hot because you don't want the flour to burn. And I'm probably not going to use all this chicken. I'm going to use the rest of it for another recipe. Well, it's not quite hot enough yet. That's not good. That's okay. I'm just going to put a couple pieces in here. These are pretty big. And I even cut them in half. So, I'm going to use about that much. I thought my oil was hot. It's not quite hot yet. So I'm just going to coat these. It's going to get hot though in a second because I put it on high. And it's on the big burner. You just want a light dusting. This recipe actually I learned from my father. This is how he makes chicken and okra gumbo. And this gumbo doesn't have a roux in it. It's just the thickening agent is the flour. But my family doesn't like okra, so I'm just going to go with chicken and gravy. I got a lot of onions and a lot of garlic. And my oil's getting hot now. And I only put a tiny bit of black pepper in the flour because I didn't season the chicken with black pepper. But I seasoned them pretty good because to me you have to season chicken breast very well. I'm going to put the skin side down in the pan. Try not to make a mess. I didn't want to overcrowd my pan. But I think these are all fit okay. Oops, that's a loose piece. Just throw that one in there. I probably used too much flour. Put that one in. Let's see, I need to move this over. And one more. Yeah, these are really thick. I think I'm going to bake the other ones. Or put them in the Instant Pot and make maybe like taquitos with them. I always wanted to try to make taquitos. I guess that's what you call them. But I love to try different cheeses, and I love Mexican food, but my family doesn't care for it as much as I do. I could eat it every day. So I'm just going to let this brown a little bit, and once this is, oh, you can't even see, I'm so sorry, you can't see the pot. I'm going to let these brown a little bit on each side. It'll take probably a few minutes on each side. But I'll show you what it looks like when I put it over. Okay, I flipped it over. See, it's got a nice little crust on it. And I'm going to turn it down just a pinch so I don't burn the flour. But see, it's just a light coating, so it's going to be, you'll see, it's going to be just enough to thicken the gravy. But it's a light gravy. There's no roux. And okra would be really good in it. My daughter just told me she liked okra, and I didn't know. But they're going to finish cooking in the sauce. We're going to drain this and we'll put the onions. But I'll show you the next step. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the chicken out. I'm going to just put it on this pan right here. We're going to let it rest while we cook the onions. And I have lots of garlic chopped. One day I want to try that 40 cloves of garlic chicken. I've never tried that. And I think I got grease on my shirt. You see how it just has a little bit of flour at the bottom. Oh, that little piece I gotta get out. So I'm not going to show you this part because it's already dangerous enough, but Ella's going to help me dump almost all of this out, and then we're going to put the onions in. Okay, now I have, this is some onions I chopped yesterday because actually I bought a bunch, so I was going to dehydrate, and so then I changed my mind. This is about 3 big yellow onions. I got them on sale, so I just put them in the food processor yesterday. Woo! And I saved a little bit of the oil and the flour, and I'm going to cook these onions down. And you could add bell peppers, celery. You could add whatever you wanted. Get my favorite spoon. See, we like, I have another recipe called sticky chicken, and it's different than this, but that one also calls for lots of onions. So I'm going to cook these for until they turn light golden brown, actually. And I only saved a tiny bit of oil because I don't want the dish to be greasy. So if you find that you have to add a little bit more to cook your onions, you know, go ahead. Just put olive oil instead of canola. And this is my garlic. I have about 5 cloves here. So I'm going to cook these, and then I'll bring you back. My onions, you want to make sure you stir because they will start to stick. And I have them kind of on high. And once we add the stock and stuff, we might have to add just a touch more flour. And I don't do that. You could put it now, I guess, and cook it with onions. But now I'm going to add my garlic. Cook this down for a little while. I'm kind of trying to cook this kind of fast. And then we're going to cook this for a few minutes. And I seasoned my chicken quite a bit, so I'm not going to really add any salt. And unfortunately, I don't have unsalted chicken stock. Mine's salted. So I think I'm going to start pouring a little bit of that in. I have one open already. And if you want more chicken flavor, you could add a chicken bouillon cube. I'm probably going to have to, thicken this up a little bit. Once you put the chicken back in, it may thicken up on its own. So we'll try this amount. And we're going to put our chicken back in and see if we need to add a little more. And the flour on the chicken should thicken it just right, but we'll see. It's going to have a lot of flavor. And you could even cook the onions longer if you wanted to. They take on a whole different flavor when you caramelize them. Let's see. Clean my sides. So that looks pretty good. I was gonna add some carrots, but I've just decided to keep it really simple tonight. So I'm gonna bring this up to a boil, and then I'm gonna turn it down and let it cook for a few minutes, and then I'll bring it back. Yeah, I just wanted to show you. I brought it up to a boil. Added just a touch more chicken stock, but I'm gonna let it reduce. So I brought it up to a boil, so now I'm going to turn it to about medium, kind of in the middle. Yeah, just medium. And let this simmer for probably about 30 minutes and let it reduce, and then I'll bring you back and show you what it's cooking about 15 minutes, and I'll turn the chicken over, and it's starting to reduce a little bit. I forgot to add a little hot sauce to it to give it a little spice. Just a few drops. You could use Tabasco or whatever hot sauce you like. And I added some ground black pepper. And I was thinking that, see how it's thickening up a little bit? It's going to be just perfect. But I want the chicken to get a little tender. So I put it on low, and I'm still going. So we'll bring you probably about 40 minutes. And I added some parsley, as you can see. And the chicken's getting tender, and see how it reduced by about half, and the little bit of flour that's on the chicken made the gravy just a little thick, but it's a very light gravy, and I just wanted something kind of plain and simple today, but it's really delicious, and I really seasoned that chicken with that Tony Chachere's really well. So I'm going to turn it off, let it cool down a little bit, and then we'll serve it up so you can see what it looks like. And I broke some of the chicken meat up And the key is to season the chicken well, and even season it a few hours before. But it's just and a lot of onions too. It really makes a difference in the gravy. But it's just a light gravy, and it thickens up and it reduces and it concentrates, and it's just a good chicken flavor. This is what I call down home cooking. We really enjoy this. And you could add okra to it, carrots, whatever you want. But I hope you give this a try. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. And please try this recipe. I think you'll like it. You have a good day. Bye.